Imagine getting into an Uber or Lyft, and behind the wheel, you see not just any driver, but the CEO of a billion-dollar company. Wow, that's what Lyft CEO David Risher actually does. Every 6 weeks, he goes out and drives the taxi himself. One night, a woman got into his car and started complaining. What she said turned into a product that got 1.6 million rides in 6 months. Let me tell you what happened. So, Risher picks up this woman. She gets in and immediately starts complaining about the pricing. I hate this dynamic pricing. Every morning I check the app. If the price is high, I go to a competitor or just cancel. Now, he's sitting there listening to this. And he thinks this is way better than any user survey or focus group because she has no idea who he is. She's just telling him the truth, unfiltered, real frustration from someone who is about to switch to Uber, his main competitor. So Risher goes back to the team and they build Price Lock. It's a subscription for $2.99 a month. You pick your regular road, like home to work, and a 1 hour window when you need it. That price gets locked in even during surge hours. And if the market price drops lower than your locked price, you pay the lower one. So you either pay your fixed price or less, never more. 6 months later, they got 1.6 million riders using it. 70% of people renewed their subscription. That product came from one conversation in his car with a frustrated customer. And look, Risher is not the only one who is doing this kind of thing. Brian Chesky at Airbnb actually lived in Airbnb rentals for a while. He wanted to see what's like from both sides being a guest dealing with hosts. You can't really understand that sitting in an office looking at booking data. Tony Xu at DoorDash made everyone in the leadership team do at least one delivery a month because you can't understand what Dashers deal with by just looking at the completion metrics on a dashboard. You need to actually drive around looking for parking, deal with apartment buildings with broken intercoms, all that stuff. There is a pattern here. These founders stay close to the actual experience. So if you are evaluating deals, here's why this matters. When I'm looking at the deals now, I don't just check the revenue numbers or how polished the deck is. I want to know if the founder is still in their field. Are they actually talking to customers? Are they using their own product? Are they dealing with real complaints? Because here is the thing, you can fake passion at pitch meeting. You can say all the right things about being customer obsessed, but you can't fake having a specific story about a customer who was pissed off about something at 6 in the morning. So I started asking founder, when was the last time you actually used your product the way a customer would? Or talk to a customer who didn't know that you are the CEO. If a founder can give you the real story, like that rider complaining about surge pricing or a customer who got stuck somewhere in the onboarding and called them frustrated, that tells me that they're too far removed from what's actually happening. Pay attention to how they talk about customers. Are they saying, oh, user cohorts show, or we saw in the data that, or are they talking about Sarah, who keeps canceling rides because of the pricing? The founders who are still close to their customers, they talk in specifics. They have names, they have stories, they remember the details that annoyed people. David Risher drives for Lyft every 6 weeks, not because he needs the money, not because it's a good PR. He does it because that's how he learns what's actually broken. And honestly, that's the kind of founder behavior I want to see when I'm writing a check. This is what I look for when I'm evaluating deals, real patterns from real companies.